So just waiting for the Hawks to come back in and land. Takes a bit of time to get that number of Hawks back on the ground, landing left and right of the center line. If you see a puff of smoke, it's just one telling there's a bit of turbulence or a bit of wake turbulence on the final approach. Just marks any wind shear as the Hawks come down. The F-16, those of you at home on Bahrain television, you can see the Mark Stewart production team zeroed in on him. You can see that massive bubble canopy, the superb visibility over that of the F-16. You're going to hear an awful lot about that soon when it's his slot. He's waiting patiently to cross to the other side. The wind's quite strong, so I probably think he's going to take off left to right here. Tailwind takeoff's not so good for an air show, but he's got plenty of poke. He could do it if he so wished. About 29,000 pounds of thrust sitting under his seat. So I'm joined in the commentary box by the commentator, Mason Morrigan, Sergeant from the Pacific Air Force. Welcome to Bahrain, second day.
Yep. Thank you. Very excited to be here and hang out in the commentator box with everybody in here. So
thank you for your patch that you've given us. Absolutely superb. It's made for the actual show itself.
I got one right here on my shoulder.
You got one on the shoulder. There you go. Yeah. So let me just hold this up for people. So that has got the flag of the Kingdom of Bahrain, specially done for the show, which I think is really slick, really good, and I'm very grateful that you brought that along. That's really fantastic. So thank you for all that. So how long have you been with the United States Air Force?
I've been with the United States Air Force for about 8 years.
Yep.
Best job I could ever ask for. And I've been with the demo team for about 1 year and 8 months, so I'm coming up on my end time, but it's just been an absolute blast getting to go around and showcase the F-16.
So where's your actual base?
We're out of Sakhir Air Base, Japan.
In Japan. So time scale coming over here, do you want to be awake or asleep now?
Luckily on the flight in, we were asleep, so hopefully we can continue that trend.
So that's great.
Yeah.
Well, we're just waiting for the F-16. He's now taxiing down to the far end of the runway, and I'm going to leave you, Mason, with it. Welcome to Bahrain.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Pacific Air Force's F-16 demonstration. I'm your narrator, Staff Sergeant Mason Morgeau, call sign Raz. As a member of the Pacific Air Force's 35th Fighter Wing, Sakhir Air Base, Japan, it's my pleasure to describe for you today's flight demonstration by the world's greatest single-seat, single-engine, multi-role fighter, the F-16 Fighting Falcon. The pilot for today's demonstration is Captain Ethan Smith, call sign Bantam, from Kansas City, Missouri. Captain Smith is a veteran fighter pilot with more than 500 hours in jet aircraft. The safety observer for today's demonstration is F-16 fighter pilot Bryce Steele Weathers. Launching Captain Smith today are Lead Crew Chief, Staff Sergeant Colin Nicious, Crew Chief Senior Airman Ashley Dillon, E&E Specialist Senior Airman Matthew Flores, call sign Bonsai, Avionics Specialist Senior Airman Sarah McGowan, call sign Silver, Propulsion Specialist Staff Sergeant Cassandra Truax, PA Specialist Technical Sergeant Peter Reft, call sign Turn, and Assistant Superintendent Master Sergeant Aaron Crow. please stand by now as we prepare for takeoff. Ladies and gentlemen, and Captain Smith's first maneuver of the day from your left is going to be Captain Smith in the F-16 Fighting Falcon in the Cuban 8. In this maneuver, he will inscribe a figure 8 above the airfield. Captain Smith is now repositioning his aircraft as he prepares to demonstrate the low-altitude, high-speed capability of the Viper. As he passes show center, he will be traveling at over 700 miles per hour. As Captain Smith returns the show center from the left, he will accelerate rapidly and snap the Fighting Falcon through 3 aileron rolls, demonstrating its exceptional rolling maneuverability. Ladies and gentlemen, from your left. In a dogfight, the ability to turn tightly is crucial. Watch now as Captain Smith shows you just how exceptional the F-16 is in a 9G turn. Captain Smith will now demonstrate the F-16's crisp handling characteristics as he performs a 4-point roll at show center. Ladies and gentlemen, from your left. To further demonstrate just how powerful and maneuverable the Viper is, Captain Smith will perform the only double Immelman you'll see here today. As Captain Smith approaches show center, he will demonstrate the Fighting Falcon's ability to maneuver tightly and stay predictable. Ladies and gentlemen, from your left, the Falcon turn, followed by the Shark's Tooth. Captain Smith is now repositioning and slowing the F-16 down in preparation for a slow speed pass. While the Viper can fly at more than twice the speed of sound, the slow speed control is just as important to those who fly it. As Captain Smith passes show center, he will apply full afterburner and accelerate the aircraft into a near vertical climb. Ladies and gentlemen, from your left. Ladies and gentlemen, get your cameras ready as Captain Smith prepares to demonstrate the combination of the F-16's exceptional thrust and flight control system that make the knife edge maneuver possible. From your right, the F-16 Fighting Falcon and the knife edge pass. Captain Smith is now setting up for a maximum performance climb with a series of aileron rolls. As he pulls back on the stick, you will see the F-16's exceptional power and rolling capability. Captain Smith is now repositioning his F-16 behind and to the left to set up for the dedication pass. Captain Smith and the rest of the Pacific Air Force's F-16 demonstration team from the 35th Fighter Wing wish to dedicate this pass to all those men and women from all branches of the United States Armed Forces and its allies who are bravely fighting around the world or who have lost their lives while defending freedom. Captain Smith is now repositioning for his final maneuver, a tactical pitch. Captain Smith has now lowered his landing gear. As he approaches the runway, he will decelerate to about 150 miles per hour, enabling the F-16 to stop in less than 3,000 feet if necessary. Add its ability to take off from relatively short runways, and you have a fighter that can operate from thousands of airfields in virtually every country in the world. While today's demonstration shows you how well the F-16 can maneuver in combat, what we cannot show you is its striking power. The Viper can hit targets well outside of visual range while flying faster than the speed of sound. Add the superb view provided by its bubble canopy, and you have the world's best single-seat, multi-role fighter. On behalf of the 35th Fighter Wing's Wild Weasels and the commander of the Pacific Air Force's General Kevin B. Schneider, we thank you for being with us today. If you have any questions about this outstanding aircraft or the United States Air Force, please feel free to stop by our booth and find either Captain Smith, myself, or any of our maintenance professionals. If you would like to see what we do around the globe, you can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at PACAF Viper Demo. We would also like to say thank you to each and every one of you for being with us here today, and enjoy the rest of the show.
Mason, thank you very much indeed. Please do thank the team, the whole team, for the display and coming all the way over here to join us here at the Bahrain International Air Show. F-16 coming back down to land. F-16 is certainly a remarkable aircraft. From way back when the development started in 1972. Still very much in frontline use with upgrades and updating going on and on. If you've got a good product to start off with, it can keep going for a very long time. And an F-16 is one of those. Looking on the screens, you can see, as I say, that big bubble canopy gives great all-round visibility. The Fighting Falcon, the F-16 Viper, whatever you call it, lots of names for it. Abdullah, another great show done here at Sakhir Air Base. It's been really fantastic, a very big diversity of all the different teams, and it is really great. And we're nearly at the end of a show because we have, of course, the twilight show by the global stars. But absolutely fantastic, hasn't it been?
Yes, I guess this is a wrap up for day 2.
It is indeed.
And we hope to see you guys tomorrow on day 3. أعزائي المشاهدين، وصلنا إلى ختام اليوم الثاني للعروض الجوية في معرض البحرين الدولي للطيران. سيقلع فريق جلوبال ستارز أثناء المغرب إن شاء الله، ونراكم غدا. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
شكرا، مع السلامة.